Hi everyone, so today with Valentine's Day coming up shortly, I thought I'd do an old favourite of an envelope card which has got a magnet closure, and inside you can decorate however you like and what message. So it's a very simple card because the last 2 or 3 weeks I've given you very complicated ones. So I'm going to place that up there, and we'll simply take a sheet of A4. I've got, this is Hunky Dory Adorable Scoreable, and it's printed. So we have white on the back and pink on the outside. It's got a lacy design. So for those that are in America or Australia, I've put the English, the inches on there to help you as well. So I'll try and keep that in view. So A4, and we're going to score at 10.5 and 21. So we go 10.5 and 21. Okay, right, so that is all there is to it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark down, because I want to cut this as a fancy edge. So I'm going to score, just put a mark at 25 there and there. Doesn't matter what measurement that is. Turn it round, and I'm just going to put 10.5 there, which is halfway. I could get my ruler out and do it, but I'll do it by eye. So I'm going to take from that one, I'm going to cut across to my halfway point, and from the halfway point aim my scissors up to there. Okay, how simple is that? Right, fold and burnish the bottom up first, fold this one over and burnish, and there is our envelope done. That's how it opens. Right, you can put all sorts of closures on here, but what I'm going to do, just to refine this a little bit more, is I'm just going to take my scissors and go round that corner on, round that corner. Right, that's taken off the little dents that I put on there, so that is all nice and clear now. You can add peel off strips, you can add little decoupage bits on here, but if you want to take it a bit further inside, inner panels are just 10 by 20.5. You can leave that one undecorated if you wish. And I'm just going to put a little bit of wet glue. You will get a tiny border of white. Okay. Always make sure that you're not compromising this fold here. Right, there we go. So that's the 2 flaps done. If you wanted to do this flap here, I will show you a quick way of doing it. So this is my piece up here. This was the odd piece that came off here. I'm going to put wet glue over the flap, I'm going to stick this on there, and I would like to leave it to dry, but just to show you, so whatever pattern you've done on this edge, you can do yourself a panel there. Okay, so it's a little, this is why I said leave it to dry, because that has slipped very slightly, so just snip off. There we go. So you can decorate it how you like. And if we bring back this one, this was one decoupage piece, but I've put half of the design down here, and this is just a little acrylic gem, but you can put a button or whatever. Now we're going to take it a little bit further than that, in that we're going to have a go at making this one. Okay, so this is really on the same lines as the other one, but we've got a wall here, and that allows you to put a box in the middle, put anything in there that you wish, nice bar of chocolate, and then it simply folds and snaps shut. Okay, so here we have the measurements, and again we're using A4, so I'm going to take an A4 sheet, my scoreboard, and we're going to score at 9, 10.5, 19.5, 21, and 27, which I want you to trim off. So we're going to trim that off, and you can use that elsewhere. Now, remember when we did the dent on the other one? This one I want you to dent it at 24. So I'm going to dent at 24, come up from the bottom, dent at 24, turn it round 90 degrees, and on this smaller piece we dent at 10.5 again. Okay, so I'm going to take my scissors from there, and I'm going to cut towards the 10.5. Quite gone far enough there, and from the 10.5 out to there. Okay, so I'm going to take this one, and we're going to burnish. There's the wall, and burnish, and there should be one more wall to do. There we go. So there is a wrap. So you've got a flap, a wall, a flap, a wall, and this final bit that comes over. Okay, so that is the outer. Put that one to one side, and we're going to have a look at the inner bit. And I've cut a piece 26 by 13.5. So I want to score all my sides 1 centimetre and 2.5. Okay. So I'm going onto there. I'm going to score 1 centimetre, 2.5. Turn it round. 1, 2.5. 1, 2.5, 1, 2.5. So that's all the work really done. I'm going to work from the back because it may be easier for you to see. So I'm going to take these two short edges and I'm going to cut up those two side pieces. So make a flap there. So I'm going up the score lines, make a flap there, and I'm going to repeat on this side. There we go. Right, so I've got a big flap and a small flap. I'm going to cut those small flaps off. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've cut those off. Now these bits here are going to form the inside brace in there. So I just want to take those and I'm going to just snip a tiny bit off each of those so they're just very slightly pointed. It just makes it easier putting the box together. Okay, so then I'm going to take a bone folder and burnish all of these, including the flap. Right, so you now have the 1.5 centimetre wall and a 1 centimetre flap. So on that 1 centimetre flap, we're going to put a strong tape all the way across. If you want to do it with wet glue, that is fine, but you're going to have to just support it while it dries. So on all the small flaps, going right the way round. There we go. So these flaps are standing up on the side and we poke in these bits we've shaped. Okay. On the other side, stand it up and poke these flaps in. Now I'm going to take the long edge off, okay, and fold that in. Take the long edge off here, fold that in. This bit here is just strengthening the box. Okay, so we're going to stand that back up again, fold these back in, and I can take one of these ends off and I'm pulling up the side, and before I fold it down I'm just checking that this side is at a right angle. So there's my box coming together. Okay, fold my flaps in. As I pull this up, I'm just checking that these are not coming in too far. You shouldn't have any bends there. Fold it over, and the last thing that I do is I put my fingers in and pinch the corners, and that brings them all in beautifully. Okay, so there is our box. Let's go back to our piece here, open it out, and I place wet glue all over the back of this here. So I can then place it. It should come right to the edge. So it should be level with the edge of your card. And then just check when you fold this over that it's in the right place. Okay, now it becomes a problem putting your magnet on here. Okay, so what I do is I put a small box inside, and I'm going to slide my magnet off. They come in two different things, north and south, so you need to make sure that you have opposites on. Always slide your magnet off, never try and pull it apart. Okay, now this one here, I removed the self-adhesive backing, let it snap into place, and because I've got the box in there or something to push against, I can now make sure those are in the same place. I can take my box out and it will snap shut in the right place every time. Now all that needs now is decoration and the bar of chocolate to go in the middle. Okay, so could be a handkerchief, some notelets, anything you like, a necklace, jewellery. Okay, fold it over, and because this reaches right to the outsides, there's no danger of anything falling out. Okay, so that is that one. We'll bring back the other one which I went ahead and decorated, and if I open this one up, I've also lined the inside of the box here. Okay, so fold that down, and then we come back to this one here, open the magnet, and there we have the inside of the card. So a relatively simple one for Valentine's Day, or for a gift throughout the season. Okay, enjoy. God bless.